Hey, what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. Thank you again for pressing that watch button. So today's video is gonna be a bit different. Doing a chit-chat, get ready with me. I don't know why I'm speaking like this. So today's video is not mainly about makeup. We're gonna be doing a chit-chat, get ready with me, talking about life after varsity and all the aspects that kinda affect life after varsity, you know. So it's quite a sensitive topic for some of us, but it has to be done, you know. And if you do want to hear what I have to say about it, my 2 cents or what I've experienced after varsity, please do keep watching, and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my channel. And it would be lovely if you would comment down the comment section below. Tell me what your experience has been after varsity. What have been your hard hurdles that you have had to overcome? And if you don't want to also comment anything that you're not ready to talk about, that's also cool. That's perfectly fine, understandably. And yeah, I hope that you guys do enjoy this video, and I hope that I kind of motivate somebody out there at some point to kind of just, you know, start and also don't give up, you know. So yeah, I hope that you guys do enjoy this video, and I tried to make it a bit less more formal because I'm a crier, and I probably would have cried if I just filmed this video just sitting down like this and just talking, you know. So yeah, I literally almost didn't film this video because of something so stupid. Bendigoa, guys, and I was like, why am I letting this control me? You know what I mean? So I just decided, let me just film this video, and might as well, because wow, I saw some does literally almost allowed this bullshit to get to me. But anyway, so yeah guys, life after varsity, honestly, all I'm gonna say is, yo, I than you. It's really not as easy as everybody makes it to be. Okay, maybe not, maybe people don't really make it seem like it's easy and stuff like that, but it's it's draining. It's honestly really draining, because there's certain things that you weren't exposed to when you were at school, that when you all of a sudden come home, they're right in front of your face and you can't ignore them, right? And sometimes these things, depends on what type of person you are, sometimes these things can get to you so bad that you all of a sudden get into depression. All of a sudden you're just closing off, you being all on your own. You stop being a bit closed off from other people that actually really care about you. And I'm saying this because at some point I did this. I kept quiet for like a while. I kept quiet for a while, and okay, my mirror's on the shoulder, but I kept quiet for a while. My friend even called me and she asked me, "Hey, boss, are you okay?" Yeah, boy. And then yeah, I told her, I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm just taking a break from everything because I really feel like it's a lot. And generally, I'm not a person to actually always want to tell people my problems. That's just not the way I am. Like, I like dealing with things on my own, which is sometimes not really healthy. I like dealing with things on my own, and I don't really allow people to help me, if that makes sense. I don't allow people to help me because I don't like sympathy. That's one thing I hate. I do not like sympathy. I don't want anybody coming to me with all in the name of she needs my help or like something like that. Sometimes it's really okay to ask for help, but with me, that's gonna take me a while to get used to, because it's not my thing, to be honest. Like, it's really not. I got like a friend over here, monthlies. So yeah, it's a bit hard for me. And like, you know what guys, like, I'm not even gonna talk, you know, the finance part of everything. Wow, and wow. And that's like, it's a struggle in varsity sometimes, and it's a struggle worse out of varsity, because now you're home. Okay, it depends on what type of home you come from as well, right? I'm from a middle class family, not rich or anything like that, like from a middle class family, and There's certain things you can have, there's certain things that honestly you really just can't have, because you just can't have them, you know. And then once you get used to getting a certain amount of money, certain amount of money at home, and then once you come back home, you don't get that money anymore. Also, that just takes you a bit, you know. It's not nice, guys. I will not lie. It is not nice, because now you just also should understand. You try to be an understanding person for your parents or guardian or whatever. You try to be understanding by not asking for a lot of things, because they're going through their own things. And like I mentioned earlier, all of these things now you start to see them, because you weren't seeing them all along, because you were at school. And at school, you're not exposed to all of this stuff. You're not exposed to all of this stuff. So like once things like these start showing themselves to you, you also just like, hey, boy, Kanti, is this how adulthood is like? You know, you have to start being very open with your parents, because you can't keep sharing all on your own. That's what I did for like ever since I came back home, like January, February to March. It was not it. I started being like a bit normalish this month, you know, because I was like, Aibo, you need to get over yourself. Things like these happen, and you're a bit blessed to have actually something to go to like every day of the week. You go to work, you've got a YouTube channel that I started because I kind of just wanted to talk to other people, instead of actually, and not wanting them to talk back to me at that exact time. But when they talk back to you and you're probably reading comments or whatever, or like some of my friends, obviously some of my friends don't comment, but like they text me and be like, I saw your video, dog, are you cool? That's not your personality. You know, a friend of mine actually did that at some point. That's not your personality, so like, are you cool? You know? And then yeah, if you want to open up, you start open up. If you want to lie, you lie. And most of the time my friends know when I lie, so it's not easy. And the job, guys, job part, getting a job, I don't know, getting a job after varsity is hard. I feel like everybody knows this, like, you know it, even like me, when I got a job a bit quicker than most, but it could also go like sideways any day next year, you know. I don't know, but like God forbid that. And some people that I know still sitting at home that actually finished school way before I did. Not way before, maybe like a year before I did, 2 years before I did. Some of them are still chilling at home. Some of my family members are still looking for jobs and whatnot. So life after varsity can be quite depressing, especially if you don't have a coping mechanism. Like, I'm not saying your coping mechanisms should be unhealthy, like drinking a lot, smoking a lot, partying a lot. Because there's this YouTuber, pretty sure you're gonna know who I'm talking about now. She made this video of herself. She was going through depression and stuff, and she did mention that one of her coping mechanisms is actually drinking a lot, you know. And another YouTuber has actually mentioned this, but not in a video. She's actually said that like sometimes when you drink like too much, you start to make that seem like, it starts to feel okay when it's not really, because now you're putting so much alcohol in your system, and that's not good for you. That is really not good for you. I'm not saying I don't drink, but I do, but like I don't consume it when I'm feeling a bit low, to be quite honest, because it can get to you. And we've done that with my friends. One of my friends actually, you know, when you thinking we chilled, we all chilled, we chilling, man, you know, drinks, and you actually don't notice that one of you guys is falling apart whilst you guys are mid drinking, nobody's paying attention who's feeling what and whatnot. one of you guys is actually falling apart, and it's not really anybody's fault, because sometimes people don't speak for their own reasons. You may never really know what someone else's reason for not speaking up are, which it sucks, because not everybody feels like people's got their back. Wake up every day, especially if you're unemployed. The good side is that you're not waking up, you're going to class and whatnot. No, we love sleeping. Who doesn't love sleeping? That's the nice thing, until it gets to a point where you actually want to wake up and go to work, but you can't, because there's nothing there. You apply, you do this, you do, nothing's opening up. It's draining the hell out of you. Life feels like you just can't do it and whatnot. And maybe someone else could be like, what is she talking about? Because she doesn't know what she's talking about, I do know what I'm talking about. I do know this because I've got people that go through this, that I see, people that I've seen go through this for quite a long time. You know what I'm saying? People have gone through this. I've seen people break down because of such things. I've seen people cry. It's just, I've seen quite a lot. I've seen quite a lot of these things happen. And I'm just like, why does it happen? Like, you go to school, you get a degree, you get your education straight, you're happy, thinking life is going to be nice after, because we all have dreams. You start planning out. You're like, I'm going to move out at this stage at home. I'm probably going to stay home for a couple of months, and then I'll move out because, well, life is going to be nice. No, sweetie, no. It doesn't work like that. Trust me, guys, there's nothing that I'd love more than to move out at home and just start my own thing and live at my own place, my own comfort zone, because living at home is nice to a certain extent. I honestly feel like, as well as the bond between me and my parents, it was nicer when I was not living at home. We were closer when I was not living at home. And all of a sudden, when I moved back home, my mom and I start arguing a lot. It can be the dumbest things ever. We start arguing over the smallest things, And to make an example of this, I used to, the first month, I used to literally chill in my room literally all the time. Because, when you're at res, you're used to chilling on your own. So I'd take out my laptop, I'd chill in my bedroom, and I'd watch a series or a movie, And my dad would come in and knock in my room and be like, we're chilling as a family in the dining room. Why are you chilling here all on your own? And I'm like, well, I'm watching something, And it's like, no, you're gonna come to the dining room. You're gonna come chill with us now. It's prime time. You're gonna chill with the family. And I'm just like, why? It's literally those things. And I'd just be like, no, I'm gonna chill in my room because I want to be alone. It's all of those things that you're not even doing things anymore that you used to do in varsity. It's literally not the same anymore. Let me just finish this eye. So okay, the only thing I did on my eye, guys, is just that I cut crease in between, and then I put like some shimmer right in between, and then I lined them. That's the only thing I did. And then I used a red pinkish eyeshadow. That's the only thing I did. So yeah. And guys, as I was saying, I don't even know where I was, but I'm just gonna speak, because like the only reason why I'm doing this video is because I really felt like Gakoish, like there's a lot that is not said about leaving varsity and going back home. There's a lot that people try to make it seem like maybe kukrendi and akfiwa. It's literally not cute, guys. There's nothing that's cute about it. And on the bright side, it's that you're not paying any rent. you're not owing anything besides maybe your own personal expenses, like I don't know, Netflix and all of that stuff and whatnot. The only good thing for me is the fact that I don't buy any groceries. I'm not expected to be contributing in any sort of way unless I want to, which is a good thing because they do understand that you just left school. You also trying to get things on your own, and you just try by all means to do things on your own. So yeah, you just try to do things on your own by all means necessary. And by me saying that, I'm not saying don't ask for help if you need it. And people are really not the same, so you can't think what works for you what works for you could work for someone else. What works for me could work for the next person. It really doesn't work like that. You take things as they come, but you must always try to find a balance between everything, to avoid getting into depression, to just avoid this whole sadness thing. Because I swear to God, there's this sudden sadness that just comes out of nowhere, and all of a sudden you're feeling sad. All of a sudden you're feeling like life is coming at you hard, and you don't understand why. It may not seem like a big problem to others, because when you post selfies, you post I'm posting a YouTube video, somebody's gonna be thinking, girl, you're not going through that much, I'm going through worse. Like, who are you to tell somebody else that their problems are not significant, like their problems are not important? Everybody's problems are important. It's just that our problems are different. They're very different. To me, my problems may seem like small waters to someone else that's probably going through worse than me, but it doesn't mean that my problems don't matter. You know what I'm saying? So all in all, what you need to try to do is just always try to find something that's gonna help you get over all of these things. You must try to find something that's gonna push you, something that keeps pushing you. You know what I'm saying? I personally write everything down. I write everything down. I write my plans, I write my vision, I write my goals, and I have a prayer book as well. I have a prayer book, and it's crazy how, guys, things that I've prayed about, that I started praying about actually, I started writing my prayers down December, because at some point I couldn't really pray because I was just going through a lot. So I started writing my prayers down, and I wrote my prayers down, and I started asking for things specifically, exactly when, and it might sound crazy, but I'm just going to give you 2 examples of the things that I wrote about that I already got. You know what I'm saying? Through prayer. You might not be a religious person, but I am, and that's why I'm sharing this video. You just find your own coping mechanism. My coping mechanism is my YouTube channel and my prayer. That's it. And my friends sometimes. But I prayed to start my YouTube channel. I prayed to start my YouTube channel. I prayed that I'm gonna get a job in 4 months. The reason why I said 4 months is because at the time, people that know me always know that I was working at Cotton On every December, not every December, the past, I think 3 or 2 Decembers I was working at Cotton On. So I'd always work at Cotton On for the Christmas season, and then I'd go back to school, because I'd get bored at home, so I always wanted to have like some sort of job, right? So I worked at Cotton On, and then last year I went back to Cotton On in December, knowing that the next year, like, I know I'm not going anywhere, I'm not doing anything, I just need to find a job, you know what I'm saying? So I'm working at Cotton On. I'm applying for jobs. At least my mom is helping me apply, and they decided to keep me for 3 months, for 3 more months, because I was covering for this lady that wasn't there. She was on maternity leave, I think. So I was covering for her, and I agreed, because what am I doing? You know what I'm saying? Oh, just dropped my lash. I agreed because what am I doing? So as I agreed to this job, I knew that it wouldn't be indefinite. I knew that I wouldn't work there forever, right? So immediately when I started, like, the new period, because I didn't leave, but like immediately when I started the new period, I took my prayer book, yeah, and I remember this, it was in March. No, it was in Feb. It was in February. It was going to the end of February. So I took my prayer book and I wrote down that I will have a new job in 4 months. Because that was the period, right? It was 3 months. So the fourth month, I'd be starting a new job. So wrote that down and I was like, in Jesus' name I pray, amen. You know? Left my prayer book like that. At the back of my head, I'm like, okay, babes, you're going to go back. You're going to have to try and keep applying for jobs until what you prayed about comes to light, you know, until it happens. So that's exactly what I did. Applying for jobs, my mom helping me apply for jobs and whatnot. So, and exactly, I think 2 months later, yeah, 2 months later, going to the third month, I got a job. It's not exactly like a hectic job because it's just an internship, but I appreciate my blessings, the small ones, the big ones, I appreciate them. So I got a job. I even tweeted about this and I was like, in a few months I'm gonna be working at a big company and I'm gonna enjoy my job. As I was tweeting this, I obviously didn't think it would come exactly in 4 months, you know, but I had a bit of faith because I was like, yeah, nah, I prayed about this. Surely God heard my prayer. He's gonna deliver, you know. I have faith. Got my job, guys. Literally 2 months in, got my job, you know. And one of my goals was to start my YouTube channel, and I did that. And to me, what else could I possibly want to see? You know what I'm saying? What else could I possibly want to see? Because I mean, all of these things that I just asked for just happened, you know. It may not be everything that I wrote down that has happened, but the year is still long. We still got a couple of months going. And yeah, I'm gonna get to achieve all of those goals as well, you know. So that's what you need to try to do. You just keep pushing yourself. You keep pushing yourself as hard as it may be. You push yourself until you see something come out of the pushing, as hard as it may be. Please just do not give up, because as much as it's hard, being patient really helps. You just always have to try and be patient with everything that you do. Always try to have a bigger picture and always try to keep pushing yourself to keep going forward, you know. Even when there's nowhere to go, you literally feel like you're stuck. You're not stuck. Doing that, find your why, find the reason why you want to do what you want to do. Be sure that it is exactly what you want, and make sure that, guys, as much as you kneel down and pray or do whatever that you works for you, work as well. You know, you can't just sit down and decide, I'm gonna kneel down tonight, I'm gonna pray, I'm gonna keep praying, but you're not sending out CVs, you're not doing anything. Basically, you gotta keep trying, you gotta keep pushing, as hard as it may be. You just gotta keep doing what you gotta do. Like, that's all there is to it. Like, I feel like there's nothing else that I could say more than that. And mostly I just wanted this video to just, I don't know, maybe I'm gonna help somebody out there, and I hope I am, because that's the reason, part of the reason why this channel is up, you know, so somebody could find inspiration in what I say or what I do, you know what I'm saying. So all in all, don't give up, guys, and just keep being persistent. Find your why, keep being persistent, and just keep doing you. Keep working hard at trying to get what you want to get, and don't be scared to start small. Do not be scared to start small. Start where you have to start to get where you want to go. Start where you need to start. You know what I'm saying? Start. That's the only thing that is really, really important. You just gotta keep doing what you gotta do.